Good day and welcome to Haske-Television News. I am Farida Haq. Thanks for joining us. Youth and women drawn from Bali and Gusau Federal Constituency have been equipped with practical skills aimed at promoting self-reliance and economic empowerment following a one-week specialized training workshop on gemology and lepadatory. The report.
The training, which brought together over 55 carefully selected participants, held at the Professor Saad Abubakar Lecture Hall of Taraba State University, Jalingo, it focused on value addition in the solid mineral sector with the aim of enabling beneficiaries to become entrepreneurs and employers of labor within their communities. Speaking at the event, the member representing Bali Gusau Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Honorable Jafaru Yakubu, assured constituents of people-oriented representation and called on sustainable empowerment programs. He said such initiatives were designed to ensure that the dividend of democracy reached the grassroots. Declaring the workshop open, the Director General of the Nigerian Institute of Mining and Geosciences, JOS, Professor Suleiman Bolaji Hassan, congratulated the participants for emerging from their various localities, urging them to take the training seriously and translate the acquired skills into productive ventures.
I'm again delighted to address you, the distinguished participants and ambassadors of Bali Gusau Federal Constituency from Taraba State, and to congratulate you all for being part of the lucky few that are selected to participate in this year's well-articulated basic training and empowerment for youths and women on gemology and lapidary for value addition to the entrepreneurs and self-employed here in Bali Gusau Federal Constituency, Taraba State.
The convener of the program, Honorable Jafaru Yakubu, represented by Yahuza Yahya Gasol, encouraged participants to remain focused throughout the training, noting that the knowledge gained will enhance the existing capacities and create new economic opportunities.
First, the facilitators, we thank them very much for cooperating. And he said, I should also thank you, the participants, that you have seen the beginning. This is just second. He's there in the house, not for himself. You know, there are dividends of democracy. People ignore or may not know what is that dividends. Others are dividing it into two, their personal issues and projects like this. Or you bear me witness. Our own honorable member is dividing it as they are dividing shares in company. You will bear me witness of that. I think we are lucky. We are very lucky to have a representative like that.
Also speaking, Chairman of the ADC Campaign Council, Obale Sanda Mutumbiu, commended the organizers for sustaining empowerment initiatives in the constituency while advising beneficiaries to maximize the rare opportunity.
Duk wanda ya je ya fara da wannan abin mutane suka amfana ya taimaka kuma ya kawo ci gaba a ƙasa. Muna roƙonku da ku ji wannan abin idan Allah ya sa aka ba ku wannan horo kuma ku je ku ba mu wasu domin ƙasar ta ci gaba.
At the end of the workshop, participants are expected to receive certificates of participation alongside a financial grant of 200,000 naira each to support their start-up ventures. Farida Haq.
President Bola Tinubu has met with the leadership of the Nigerian Labour Congress amid plans by organized labour to stage a nationwide protest over unresolved demands. The meeting, which took place at the State House, Abuja, followed growing tensions between the federal government and labour unions over issues bordering on workers' welfare, raising cost of living, and the implementation of previously agreed concessions. Confirming the meeting in a statement, The special advisor on informational strategy to the president, Bayo Ananuga, disclosed that the key stakeholders were in attendance. According to the statement, the Nigerian Labour Congress was led to the meeting by its national leadership. Report had it that the meeting comes against the backdrop of the NLC's recent threat to embark on mass protests nationwide over what it described as the federal government failure to fully address workers' demands, including relief measures to cushion the impact of economic reforms, wage-related concerns, and broader socio-economic hardships faced by Nigerian workers. President Bola Tinubu has urged Nigerians not to be apprehensive about the new tax regime scheduled to take effect in 2026, assuring them that the policy will bring relief to the poor, low-income earners, and small businesses. The president gave the assurance at the 8th annual Senator Bola Ajimobi Roundtable and the 76th postmortem birthday lecture of the late former governor of Oyo State held at the University of Ibadan. The event, themed Pathways to Electoral Credibility, Reforms Political Parties, Re-engineering Citizens, and Restoring Trust in Nigerian Democracy, was organized by the Senator Abola Ajimobi Foundation in collaboration with the Institute of Peace and Strategic Studies, University of Ibadan. It attracted friends, associates, family members, and partners of the late governor and was chaired by a former governor of Ogun State, Olusegun Osoba. Tinubu's message was delivered by the executive chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Zaccheaus Adedeji, who commended the late governor for the reforms he initiated during his tenure. President Bola Tinubu has urged leaders and members of the All Progressive Congress APC in Oyo State to unite and strengthen the party ahead of the 2027 general elections, describing such unity as the best tribute to the late Senator Abiola Ajimobi. The president was represented by the chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Dr. Zaccheaus Adedeji, at the 18th Senator Abiola Ajimobi Roundtable team Pathways to Electoral Credibility, Performing Political Parties, Re-engineering Citizens, and Restoring Trust in Nigerian Democracy, held on Tuesday at the Institute of Peace and Strategic Studies, University of Ibadan. The event, organized by the Senator Abiola Ajimobi Foundation in collaboration with the University Ibadan Institute, also marked the 76th promotion birthday of the former Oyo State Governor and while Deputy Nation Chairman of the APC. It brought together political stakeholders, academic and stakeholders to reflect on Ajimobi's legacy and Nigeria's democratic journey. Let's take a very short break. When we return, the news will continue. Please stay with us. Welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is Haske-Tv News with me, Farida Haq, and now the news continue. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Ekbatukun, has reaffirmed the commitment of the Nigerian Police Force to a zero-tolerance policy against extortion, harassment, and abuse of authority by officers enforcing the vehicle-tinted glass policy. He assured that the force will fully comply with all valid orders of courts of competent jurisdiction and will not act in any manner that undermines ongoing judicial proceedings. According to him, there is, however, no final judicial pronouncement declaring the motor vehicle tinted glass permit policy unlawful, nor there is any subsisting court order permanently restraining the Nigerian police force from carrying out its statutory responsibilities regarding the regulation of tinted vehicle glasses. Speaking on the matter, the Force Public Relations Officer CSP Benjamin warned that any officer found engaging in extortion and harassment will face appropriate disciplinary action in line with establishment procedures. A member of the House of Representatives, Abdul Samad Dusaki, has drawn the attention of his colleague to alert alterations of tax bills as passed in both chambers of the National Assembly. Speaking on the matter of privileges at Wednesday plenary session, Dasuki alerted that the gazetted copy of the new tax law in circulations differ in some clauses from the harmonized version passed by the Senate and the House of Representatives. He called on the House to revisit the version passed, saying he pleaded that all documents should be brought before the Committee of the Whole so that we can make the relevant amendment. He described the development as a breach of the Constitution. Speaker of the House, Tajuddin Abbas, said the lawmakers will look into the issue and address it in the interest of the nation. The Northern Christian Association of Nigeria, in partnership with the UK-based Barnabas Aid Foundation, has launched one of its largest Christmas humanitarian initiatives, distributing essential food items to 5,000 vulnerable households across northern Nigeria. Beneficiaries included widows, persons living with disabilities, victims of religious violence, and internally displaced families. The items distributed range from rice, beans, maize, and gari to groundnut, palm oil, sugar, seasoning cubes, and salt, aimed at easing the burden of families during the festive season. Speaking during the distribution, Northern Can Chairman Reverend Joseph Hayub described the initiative as both a spiritual and humanitarian gesture. More communities are expected to benefit from the program in the coming days. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency said on Wednesday it has secured an order of the Federal High Court in Lagos to detain a ship, its captain and 20 other crew members following the seizure of 25.5 kilograms of cocaine in the hatch of the commodity vessel in Brazil at the Apapa Seaport in Lagos. Spokesperson of the agency, Femi Babafemi, said NDLEA, acting on credible intelligence, had a 16 December 2025 discovered the cocaine consignment aboard the merchant vessel MV San Antonio from Brazil. This is coming on the heels of a similar interception by NDLEA officers of another commodity-laden vessel, MBFEN North Bosporus, from the port of Santos in Brazil, with no less than 20 kilograms of class a drug buried under its cargo on 16 November at the Apapa Seaport, Lagos State. That's the news on Haske Television. I am Farida Haq on behalf of the production crew. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day and stay informed.